there's going, oh, I feel it, So just smile, because it's going to happen. I mean, it happens to us. When you have that moment where you're going, oh my God, what was I going to say? And then you got to smile. So that's number one. Number two, the food part, it's going to get done. You're going to have a recipe, you're going to have ingredients, and you're going to have a whole bunch of people there. And whether you're the take charge person, there's going to be one in the room. That food's going to get made. So don't stress out and feel like you need to be Food TV Network, even though it looks like it right here. You don't need to be the star of the show, okay, is what I'm saying. So if you're not comfortable speaking in front of the group, then you bring everybody up here around the island and you let them put the recipe together. Put somebody else in charge. It's okay to do that, okay? And number three is recipe selection. You don't say to your host, what do you want me to make? Because they have no idea what a good demo is, and it might be really complicated, it might not show a lot of tools. So you need to start, as soon as your kid arrives, start making things out of the season's best or the cards that come in your kit with some suggested recipes. Talk to your director, find out what is a good demo and something you are comfortable with, and you offer your host two choices. That's it. This is what I'm making this month. Does that sound good? Okay, so we're going to go into show mode. What two other important tips, because I wish somebody would have told me this before. When you go to the host's house, make sure you have all the ingredients, because if something really important is missing and you go to get started and you don't have it, that can really put a little damper on your demo. So right when you get there, check with the ingredients, because you've got time for someone to bring it. And number two, always look in the oven before you turn it on to preheat it.
Ain't that the truth?
I heard somebody hid their bread in there, and so I'm like, what's that smell? And of course she's upstairs like drying her hair, and all the plastic had melted over all her bread.
I burned a collapsible.
It was terrible. And it smelled. It was
collapsible. Totally melted onto our bar can.
Yeah. So we all have those stories from the crate, right? Okay, so I'm going to go into show mode. Just like I'm here at the show, we're getting started. Elizabeth's my host tonight. I do use my host to help out, and that, I let her know ahead of time, hey, I'm going to need you to maybe pop some things in the oven. I'm going to need some ice for part of this. So we already talked about that. Okay, you ready? So welcome everyone to Elizabeth's house. It's so great to see you all tonight. How many of you are busy? Anyone busy people? Everyone? How many of you would be here tonight if she wasn't having a pampered chef party? You'd probably be at home like cooking dinner, doing dishes, getting kids to bed. Well, let's give Elizabeth a round of applause for getting all out of the house. Right? Wait for the kids, super fun. That's a great reason to have a party like this. Most people say they're too busy. Oh, if you're too busy, you're not having time to sit down and have a glass of wine or whatever it is and hang out with your friends. So thank you for having everybody, and thank you for having me over tonight. I actually met Elizabeth at Christina's last month. Christina! Yay! It was like having a second wedding shower, right? How many weddings did you get?
Like $600,000.
We had so much stuff. In fact, when we were closing out her party, she couldn't even spend all her free. I'm like, girl, you still got $25 free to go. So she had to pick out some gifts for Christmas, which was great, all at a discount. So thank you for having me. I have a season's best for you. They usually have their name on it. And I'm actually, before you get to look at this, I'm going to pass it around the room, and everyone here is going to sign it. So sign wisely so she remembers who you are in 10 years, okay? You want to write something funny or whatever. And I usually pass that around for her, and I have a note already written in there and the date and where we are, especially if you're military. This was when we lived in Hawaii. So I would pass that around for everyone. So how many of you have kids in sports, or maybe you and your husband both work, and dinner time 5 nights a week during the week is a challenge? Anyone? Okay, how many of you sometimes might say, you know what, we're getting pizza tonight, or we're going through the drive-thru? Anyone? How much would that cost you? Throw some numbers out.
At least $30, 40.
30 or 40 bucks for what kind of food?
Junky food.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. And I just came from Hawaii, and prices are even higher there, and there's some big people and big families, and I'll tell you something, one lady said $75. She's got 6 kids. Or 4 kids and her and her husband to go through McDonald's. And I say, my first question after fast food is, did you save it all and sit down around the dinner table when you got home and eat it together? Not usually. We know it's not good for you, right? And honestly, the time that it took you to sit in line and get it and do all that, you could be cooking at home. So that's what I'm going to teach you tonight. We're going to do a pizza. How many of you like pizza? So we're going to do a little spin on pizza. It's actually, I'll pass this around so you guys can check it out. And who is... Who's the shortest person in the room? Besides me. What in the world? She just got a ton of free products. She just got a ton of free products, so we're going to let her be. She's going to be in charge and make sure we do everything right. That way, if this doesn't come out, It's not my fault, it's not Elizabeth's fault, it's Christina's fault, okay?
I like it.
So Christina, tell us, what do we need to do? I've already taken a pizza crust.
Do you want me to read the ingredients first?
Yeah,
Okay, so first prepare pizza dough according to package directions. Knead on flour cutting board 1 minute or until dough is no longer sticky.
Now I did tonight, for the sake of time and because I just came from soccer for the last 3 hours, I did just a Pillsbury pizza crust, nice and easy. Now, better than that, with better ingredients, you could go to your local pizza place and just buy dough. Has anybody ever done that? It's usually like $2. It's cheap, it's easy. But even better, make your own. I'll pass this around. This is our Fresh and Healthy cookbook. This is a chicken sausage pizza. It's awesome, a super duper easy pizza crust recipe, and you only have to rise for 20 minutes. So you can get your ingredients ready and pop in the oven, and it's nice and fresh, and it has some wheat flour in it as well. What are we going to do? I've already cooked this.
Okay, so you brushed the large round.
I did. I brushed it. I cooked it. That's out of the oven. Now what do we need to do?
Alright, remove 1 tablespoon artichoke marinade
Got it.
to the prep bowl and set aside.
Thank you. So we used, if you have never used the artichokes that are already marinated, they usually come in a jar and they've got like a little bit of liquid in there. So I just took my little tablespoon and just took 1 tablespoon right there that we're going to use later.
Alright, drain the artichokes.
Got it?
Coarsely chopped spinach with chef's knife.
Did it. So, got some spinach in here. This is just the bagged spinach you buy in the produce section. And I just took my knife and cut it up kind of coarsely. This is just going to right over the top of our pizza. What I would love to do is take my salad choppers. You guys seen those? And I would just put my lettuce right in there and just chop it up right in the bowl. Alright?
Alright, grate Parmesan using rotary grater. Process Parmesan peppers and garlic in the manual food processor until smooth.
Alright, so tell me, raise your hand if you have a big fat food processor at home. It's a big heavy one with the cord. Okay, touch down in the pink. Come on up. Yeah, come on up. We're getting it more. Who loves fresh garlic? Okay, who does not have our super duper garlic press? You guys might have to play along a little bit since we're all consultants. Alright, come on up. Okay, so
There's your name tag on the chair.
we're actually, this is a little spin on pizza that's actually really good. I made this for my family. So instead of using a tomato sauce, we're going to make our own sauce. You get them.
I'm trying.
We're going to make our own sauce with some roasted red peppers, Parmesan cheese, and fresh garlic right in our manual food processor. You guys want to just wash them down super quick. So roasted red peppers. Has anybody ever bought these before? So they literally pull it out and it's like the whole pepper here. Okay? So it's just roasted and the skin's been taken off. Has anyone roasted their own? Super easy and cheaper than buying a jar. This is nice and convenient, but at home I would take a red pepper or 2, put them on your metal sheet pan under the broiler until they start getting charred. Then you stick them in a Ziploc bag and it's going to be all steamy and you let that cool off and then the skin just peels right off underwater and now you've got your fresh red peppers. You can even do different colors.
No chemicals either.
And no chemical, yeah, because this is sitting in something, right? I don't know what. All right, so there's always a way to do it better. Okay, so we're going to take this little guy. Now, who's got a food chopper? Food chopper's awesome. I still get it out all the time for doing like peppers and nuts and things like that I want contain maybe a smaller amount. But if I'm doing something big like a whole onion, pesto, we're going to make this sauce. I'm going to get out this new manual food processor. So look how that works. So you have one of those big. Now, is it such a pain to get out? And how is it to wash?
I don't ever use it.
Exactly. It's in a whole other room, right? It's not even in the kitchen.
Refrigerator.
That's usually what happens, right? It's not even in there. So this is awesome because it's smaller, it's light. Both these pieces can go right in the dishwasher. Comes apart, nice and fun, easy for the kids to use as well. This has grippy material, so it's not going to slide around. Just pop that in.